Big Z Reviews. Unbelievable is a Netflix crime drama that I had seen a couple times on I saw it on Netflix in my recommended shows, and I skipped over it because just looking at it, it said true crime. And I was like, I'm not in the mood for true crime, so I passed it over. And then I was looking again for something new to watch, and I saw it said true crime, but wait, did that say Toni Collette? And I realized that it's based on a true crime, but it's not like a true crime documentary. It's a dramatic crime, show. It's a show based on a true story, and I really enjoyed it.
No signs of forced entry. Doors and windows were locked. No DNA. Not a single neighbor saw or heard a thing.
He brought a blindfold, but nothing to tie her with. Would a shoelace even hold her?
You think Marie made up the attack?
I'm pretty positive that it happened.
Pretty positive or positive?
They just kept asking me the same question. How come your story doesn't add up? I wanted to go home.
I don't have a victim here. It's bogus. She made it up.
So saying that you enjoyed a show like Unbelievable may be a little odd, because it's definitely about horrible things. It is about a serial rapist. And I think that the first episode is probably the toughest to watch, because it features Caitlin Dever as Mary Adler, and she is brutally raped. But then she goes to report it, and the police she has to it goes through it. So it's horrible, because every single police officer she meets, she has to retell her whole story. And I understand why they do it. They try to get all the details they can now at the time, but they really show that everyone she encounters, they're all men, and they're all just not very nice to her. And she's been in a lot of foster homes. She was an orphan, and now she's kind of in a group that you go into after foster home. They're trying to help you get into regular life. And she's been brutally raped, and then now she maybe a couple of times would tell her friends, or which have one cop or other cop, she may have been not 100% honest, or things may not have come out quite right. Well, then they start questioning her, mainly because of her horrible one of her foster moms goes to the police and I don't know about this. Something doesn't sound right. And I just, oh, you cunt. Oh, you cunt. And I kind of, the one thing I disliked the most about the show is that the foster mom never gets her comeuppance. The ending, I love how it ends and everything it does, and everything's kind of wrapped up, but she never gets her comeuppance, and I'm like, God damn it, I wanted her to get some comeuppance. And there's, I won't spoil it, but I think I wanted the character to give the foster mom something, because at one point she'd loan money to her, and I wanted her to plop down the money on her desk or something to show the comeuppance for everything that happened. But basically that the male cops, they say that, oh, she wasn't raped, she's just faking it, and she, when she's pressed, she just fine, it's fine. She just wants it to be over. So she says, yes, I made it all up, just because she just wants it to end. And then they sue her, they arrest her, they say they're making a false claim, and it's horrifying. And I think watching it, it's tough to watch. It goes on and on. It's an hour of her just being abused by everyone involved that should be helping her, and it's tough. And it's funny because I was like, I don't know if I could watch a whole show of this. But then the second episode on, the main characters are Toni Collette and Merritt Weaver as these two detectives for different districts. And they realize that this is 5 years or 3 years after Caitlin Dever character's rape. So this guy, the serial rapist, he's still raping people, and the cops let him do it essentially by convincing her it didn't happen. But that's the main story, is these cops investigating the serial rapist, and that main story is excellent, and it's really enthralling. And I mean, I loved it that, but like, and then you also of course come back to, you see all the things that happened to her back in the 3 years ago. Like you go kind of go back and forth, and Caitlin Dever, she is incredible in this. I mean, she's almost too good, because like the way she emotes, like it's like a wounded animal. It's like, it breaks your heart when you watch it. But then you see these, like the Toni Collette and Merritt Wever, they're so good. They're excellent detectives, even though they're both very unique. I love the show that had the writing for them. They are not just a normal kind of female detective that you'd see. They are very, like, well-formed characters. They feel like real people, and they're amazing. What they do is incredible, and it's enthralling. The crime thriller aspect of it is great, because when they're trying to figure stuff out, and it's really enthralling. And it goes like, I think 8 episodes, something like that, and there's a lot like that. That's the best part. I almost wonder though if a lot of people may have like stopped watching in the first episode, but they couldn't go through with it. But like, you don't get introduced to the main characters of the show until your second episode, and it's a brave thing to do, but I mean, that first episode is tough to watch. I love crime thrillers, I love mysteries, and this is a great mystery show. And it's fun. I would love to see like a sequel to it with two female detectives, but I don't think this is based on a real story, so they probably won't. But like, I would highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I would give like a 9.75 out of 10. It's an excellent show. If you have Netflix, you really should check it out. But again, be warned, it's not an easy watch. It's brutal, and there's a lot of tough moments that you have to get through. But you get the satisfaction from the police detectives, going after whoever did this, and it's really an excellent show. But thanks for watching. Just get real play from my head, and subscribe to me at Z over there. Thanks. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.